Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, it's been a while since I uploaded a new video for my channel, and I'm just glad that I have this time again. And it's unfortunate to say that we're on a lockdown again. That's why I have this time to create new vlog. But in saying that, I'm proud to say that I'm enjoying this new e-bike that I just rented. For those who had followed me before, you know that I had already reviewed a previous bike called Zumu, and this time is a new bike called Easy Bike. So I hope you stay tuned, watch until the end. Please share as well this video to those who are wanting to have an e-bike or just to try something new, and I hope you will like it. As usual, this is not a paid video. Everything that I will say here will be based from my own experience from trying this new e-bike. So far, I had tested it in different places here in Melbourne, including the steep and really challenging roads. So yes, I'll be very privileged to share with you everything that I just discovered with this new e-bike. I hope, please don't forget to subscribe, put your comments. I read everything, all your comments, and I'll try to reply as much as I can. And thank you for keeping with me.
Okay, so I rented this bike at Sparks e-bike. So as you can see, this is the brand. So I'll just show you a bit what comes with it when you rent. So this one comes with the U-bolt, where you can set a pin to lock and unlock. And then obviously you have the tail lights and everything on it. So by the way, this is a foldable bike. Yeah, so it's very convenient if you don't have a bike rack on your car. So we have the front light. This basket is mine, so it doesn't come when you rent. It has a nice leather handle, and then obviously you have the control, where you can see the stats. You can increase the speed, you can lower the speed, and then this is where you can switch on or off the electric bike. You can also charge in here and plug your USB devices. So it's pretty cool. So that's the Easy Bike. It matches the seat matches the handle, which is pretty cool. So basically that's the small tour of the bike after you rent it.
Alright, so now it's time to give my final verdict for this e-bike. As I mentioned in my introduction, that I'm not paid or whatsoever to give my approval or comments about this bike. All of these are purely based on my experience of using it for a few days and few weeks. I had already tried to use this using when we delivered the flyers, where I need to stop and go in between letter boxes. So it's a matter of like stop and go, stop and go. I had also tried to drive it in steep streets, like really steep. I had tried it using at night. I had tried it using in grass, paved, sand surfaces, concrete surfaces. So pretty much I felt like I have the authority to give my personal experience about the bike. Alright, let's start first with things I really like. First is the size. Since I'm just 5 feet 2 inches tall, I really need something which is very light, very easy to maneuver, easy to manage, easy to move. And I think for me, the height and the length for this bike is perfect. And not only that, I'm using a hatchback car, so it fits perfectly inside. Although I still find it heavy, so I cannot put it all by myself. I need someone always to assist me to put it in, but basically the length fits perfectly in a hatchback cars. Since this is foldable, it's also convenient if you don't have a bike rack. You can easily split it into two, or if you're commuting and you want to put it, I don't know, inside the bus as well, then maybe this is the bike perfect for you. Second thing is the biggest thing I really like with this e-bike is the battery. I find it really durable, long lasting, and even if I've already traversed hard surfaces like grass, steep, the battery really lasts longer. So it gives me that big confidence that I will not run out if I'm using it for a long time and long distances. So that's a really big plus for me as well, the battery. And you can, speaking of battery, it can easily charge as well within just 2 to 4 hours fully charged. So it's pretty good in terms of the battery. Third thing I like is obviously the style, the design. You have this leather handles and leather pads for the seat. So I really like it, and obviously the functions of having to get different levels of speed using the gear. That's also one thing I like. The pricing, for me, the pricing is good. It's $29 per week for rental, and they give you 1 week free for first-time users. So that's also a really huge factor for me. So if you're working in the CBD and you want to commute using this bike, you will save a lot. It's only $29. But be aware that this is a limited kilometers, so you're only allowed 80 kilometers per week. So that's something that you should consider if you're renting a bike. Possibly I can remember more later, but now let's move on to the things that for me is you need to think well when you're trying to purchase or rent this bike. Let's go with the folding capacity. I think for female it's a bit challenging to open the folding part of the bike. It takes a lot of energy to really split it into half. So that's one thing. Another thing is I don't know if it's only me, but you know, when you hold the brake, I find it too far for me. So I'm always like this, and my shoulder is always stiff. So I find it sometimes painful in my back when I'm holding like this for a long time. So I don't know if you can adjust to make it closer. You know, the brake part where you can where you need to brake and you need to push that handle. So for me, that's really a very concerning feature that hopefully can be adjusted. So I haven't asked the technician yet, so I'm not pretty sure. Second is the lights, the front light. I don't know why it's not focusing on the road when I'm trying to tilt it going downwards. Again, I'm not 100% sure if you can easily adjust, because each time I'm using it at night, it keeps going up. So I don't know why it can't permanently focus down so I can see the road. So that's another thing. With the chair seat, I don't know, I always find my bum sore each time I'm using it. I don't know if the level is too low for me or too high, or is it too soft or too hard. So that's something that you need to consider. I'm thinking to change the seat with something else, maybe just to have a comparison. And then maybe the biggest one that I can say that disturbs me, or something that I don't like, is the power is not as strong as with the Zumo e-bike that I've used before, which means you always need to pedal or push the how do you call that? You know, where you land your foot for it to move. So when I try to deliver the flyers, it's like my feet become sore because I need to exert a lot of pressure in pedaling. So I don't know if it's only me. Again, when you try it, have a look on that if it's only me. But that's my personal experience that I want to share. And lastly, sometimes I don't know. I already get off of the bike, but it's still using the electric power of the bike, so it still keeps pushing at some point, and I need to drag it. So again, that's another thing that you should consider when buying or renting this bike. So far, those are the things that I had remembered in terms of liking or disliking it. I hope I had helped you in some way to make your decision. Maybe my final recommendation or suggestion is, if you want this bike, you rent it and try for a few weeks and see how you go, because I don't know if it's the same with the others, but so far those are the few things that I had discovered with this bike. Overall, I still want to keep trying it and hoping it will improve, or I can adjust those things that I don't like. Because for me, the price is good for renting, and the height, the length, the battery is so good for me that I still want to keep using it. So far, when you rent this bike, you are required to rent minimum of 5 weeks. So I guess for me, that's enough to make up my mind if I want to buy this e-bike or try something new again. So that's it, guys. I hope you had enjoyed my small video, and I hope you share this. Put a comment what you think about what I just said, and don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Until next time, see you.